Some footballers conquer the game with speed. Some overwhelm it with strength. Others fill stadiums with goals, trophies, and spectacular moments. But Juan Román Riquelme belonged to a different kind of football. He did not run faster than everyone else. He made everyone else move at his rhythm. He did not need to dominate every part of the pitch. He only needed the ball, a few seconds, and the freedom to see what no one else could see. In an era when football was becoming faster, more physical, and increasingly obsessed with constant movement, Riquelme remained loyal to another idea. Football did not always have to be played in a hurry. Sometimes, the greatest weapon was patience. Sometimes, standing still was the beginning of something extraordinary. And sometimes, the quietest man on the field could control the entire match. Juan Román Riquelme was born in Argentina in 1978 and grew up in a large working-class family. Football was not simply entertainment in his world. It was part of everyday life. It was played in the streets, on imperfect fields, and wherever a ball could roll. Those surroundings taught him lessons that no academy could fully recreate. He learned how to protect the ball in crowded spaces. He learned how to recognize danger before it arrived. Most importantly, he learned to play with imagination. Riquelme began his development at Argentinos Juniors, a club famous for producing gifted footballers. But his destiny would become inseparable from another name: Boca Juniors. In 1996, at only 18 years old, he walked onto the field at La Bombonera for his professional debut. Boca defeated Union, but the result was only the beginning of the story. The shy young midfielder with a serious expression immediately appeared different. He was calm when others were nervous. He seemed to possess more time than everyone around him. When defenders rushed toward him, he did not panic. He waited. He watched. Then, with one touch or one perfectly measured pass, he opened a path that had not seemed to exist. When Carlos Bianchi became Boca's coach, Riquelme found the environment that allowed his football to grow. Bianchi built a team with discipline, strength, and an extraordinary winning mentality. At the center of it stood Riquelme. Wearing Boca's number 10 shirt, he became the mind behind one of the greatest periods in the club's history. His partnership with Martín Palermo, Guillermo Barros Schelotto, and the other warriors of that Boca team created a perfect balance. They fought. Riquelme imagined. They attacked space. Riquelme discovered it. Boca began winning domestic championships, but their ambition extended far beyond Argentina. In 2000, the club returned to the summit of South American football by winning the Copa Libertadores. Then came a night that transformed Riquelme from a great Argentine player into an international football icon. Boca Juniors faced Real Madrid in Tokyo for the Intercontinental Cup. Real Madrid arrived as the European champion, filled with global stars and expected by many to control the match. But Boca scored twice in the opening minutes through Martín Palermo. After those goals, the match required intelligence, courage, and control. Riquelme provided all three. One moment became the perfect symbol of his performance. With the ball near the touchline, he resisted the pressure of Claude Makelele, one of the world's strongest defensive midfielders. Riquelme protected the ball, controlled the tempo, and refused to surrender possession. It was not a goal. It was not an assist. But it represented everything he was. Calm under pressure. Technically brilliant. Mentally unbreakable. Boca defeated Real Madrid and became champion of the world. A year later, Riquelme helped Boca win the Copa Libertadores again. By then, Europe could no longer ignore him. In 2002, he joined Barcelona. On paper, it appeared to be the ideal destination. A historic club. A culture built around technical football. A stadium waiting for a new South American artist. But football careers do not always follow the path talent deserves. Riquelme entered a Barcelona team coached by Louis van Gaal, whose system did not offer him the same freedom he had enjoyed at Boca. The coach publicly described him as a political signing, and Riquelme was often placed away from his natural position. The relationship never truly worked. Barcelona saw moments of his ability, including a Champions League goal against Club Brugge, but never experienced the complete version of Juan Román Riquelme. For many players, that disappointment might have marked the beginning of decline. For Riquelme, it became the beginning of a different European story. He moved to Villarreal. At the time, Villarreal was not considered one of Spain's traditional giants. But there, Riquelme found trust. And when a footballer like him received trust, an entire team could begin to dream. Villarreal's yellow shirt soon became one of the most respected in Europe. Riquelme controlled matches with passes that seemed to travel through impossible spaces. He slowed the game when Villarreal needed to breathe. He accelerated it when opponents lost their balance. Alongside players such as Diego Forlán, Marcos Senna, and Juan Pablo Sorin, he helped transform the club into a serious force. Villarreal finished third in the Spanish league and qualified for the Champions League. Then, during their first campaign in the competition, they achieved something almost unimaginable. They reached the semi-finals. Standing between Villarreal and the final was Arsenal. The first match ended with a narrow Arsenal victory. In the second leg, Villarreal pushed for the goal that would keep their dream alive. Near the end of the match, they were awarded a penalty. Riquelme placed the ball on the spot. The player who had carried Villarreal toward history now had the chance to send the semi-final into extra time. He struck the penalty. Jens Lehmann saved it. The final whistle came soon afterward. Villarreal's dream was over. Riquelme left the field in silence. That moment became one of the most painful images of his career. But one missed penalty could not erase what he had created. Before Riquelme, Villarreal had never reached such heights. With him, a small Spanish club had stood one step away from the greatest match in European football. His story in Europe proved that genius did not always need the biggest stage. Sometimes, genius could make the stage bigger. Riquelme also carried the responsibility of Argentina's number 10 shirt. He had already helped his country win the Under-20 World Cup in 1997, alongside a generation filled with remarkable talent. At senior level, his finest World Cup opportunity came in Germany in 2006. Argentina produced some of the tournament's most beautiful football. Riquelme was its organizer. Against Serbia and Montenegro, Argentina completed a magnificent team move involving more than 20 consecutive passes before scoring. It was football played as collective art, with Riquelme controlling its rhythm. Argentina eventually faced Germany in the quarter-finals. They took the lead, but Riquelme was substituted during the second half. Germany equalized and later won the penalty shootout. Argentina went home. The debate surrounding that substitution would continue for years. Could the outcome have been different with Riquelme still controlling the match? Football can never answer such questions. But the fact that people continued asking revealed how important he had become. A year later, Riquelme returned to Boca Juniors for another unforgettable chapter. In the 2007 Copa Libertadores, he delivered one of the greatest individual tournament performances in the competition's history. He scored decisive goals. He created chances. He controlled matches from beginning to end. In the final against Gremio, he scored in both legs as Boca completed a dominant victory. Riquelme had returned home and immediately restored Boca to the throne of South America. For many supporters, that tournament confirmed something they had always believed. Riquelme did not simply play for Boca. He represented Boca. His serious face, his loyalty, his resistance, and his understanding of the club's emotional world made him more than a footballer. He became an extension of the supporters in the stands. His famous celebration, placing his hands behind his ears, became one of the most recognizable images in Argentine football. It was a gesture of confidence, a challenge, a declaration that he was listening to everyone who had doubted him. In 2008, Riquelme captained Argentina at the Beijing Olympic Games. The squad included a young Lionel Messi, Sergio Aguero, Ángel Di Maria, and Javier Mascherano. Riquelme was the experienced leader. Argentina defeated Brazil in the semi-final and Nigeria in the final, winning the gold medal. It was one of the last great international chapters of his career. His relationship with the national team would later become complicated, and he retired from international football before reaching another World Cup. Yet his influence remained visible. Riquelme represented the final great generation of the traditional South American number 10. The classic playmaker. The player who did not need to chase the game because the game came to him. As modern football demanded more pressing, more speed, and greater physical intensity, players of his type began to disappear. Riquelme never changed to satisfy football's new expectations. He remained himself. That decision may have limited certain opportunities. But it also protected the identity that made him unforgettable. After further years at Boca, disagreements and departures repeatedly tested his relationship with the club. He eventually completed his playing career with Argentinos Juniors, hoping the club returned to Argentina's top division before announcing his retirement. The footballer was gone, but his connection to Boca was not. Years later, he returned as a club leader. In December of 2023, Juan Román Riquelme was elected president of Boca Juniors. The boy who had once entered La Bombonera as a quiet 18-year-old was now responsible for guiding the institution itself. His presidency has brought new pressure, difficult decisions, and intense debate. Being a legendary player does not guarantee success as an executive. But even this chapter reflects the deepest truth of his life. Riquelme has never been able to separate himself from Boca. And Boca has never been able to separate itself from Riquelme. His legacy cannot be measured only through trophies, goals, or assists. It lives in the way he understood football. He taught millions of people that intelligence could defeat speed. That a pause could be more dangerous than a sprint. That the most important movement might happen inside a player's mind before the ball ever moved. He played as if he could see the next few seconds before everyone else. And for those who watched him, football briefly appeared simpler, slower, and more beautiful. Juan Román Riquelme was not built for every system. He was not understood by every coach. He did not belong to every version of football. But when a team trusted him, he could transform an ordinary match into a personal masterpiece. Perhaps the modern game will produce faster midfielders. Perhaps it will create stronger and more complete athletes. But finding another player who controls time itself may be impossible. Because Juan Román Riquelme was more than Boca's number 10. He was the last guardian of a disappearing football tradition. The silent conductor. The master of the pause. The man who made the ball wait for him. The last true number 10.
Boca para siempre. Román, Román, Román. No fue velocidad, no fue fuerza, fue inteligencia. Fue identidad, fue fútbol. Román, el último verdadero 10. Román, el hombre que hizo esperar al balón. Boca en el alma, Argentina en la sangre. Román. Para siempre.